On February 3rd, 2025, officers responded to a residential welfare check after a tenant reported that her temporary house guest was exhibiting increasingly erratic behavior. What began as a routine mental health inquiry evolved, within minutes, into a custodial felony arrest. The question this analysis examines is whether every legal threshold crossed by the officers was properly supported by controlling constitutional doctrine.
Oh, I don't know. Couple things. How are you?
What's going on?
So my aunt asked me if his friend could stay for a couple days. They didn't know where to go. I said that he could stay on the couch. You know, that's fine for a couple days. The last 2 days, he's been having like assault or whatever. I found his ID. He's 32. I had no idea. He's talking to himself. He has the music like this loud since yesterday. It's nature sounds.
Where is he right now?
He's
Is he
in the living room. Yeah.
Does he know that you called?
No. I didn't know how to handle the situation. I asked him yesterday because he was out here. He's screaming and crying. Neighbors coming out. I pulled him inside. This is the first, like, I kind of heard, I thought I was hearing stuff. Like, I thought he was talking in his sleep maybe or on the phone. Every time I come out, like, I thought it was somebody else that was in the house, and it wasn't. So I just let it alone until yesterday when that incident happened out here. I asked him to come inside. I'm like, listen, you can't do that. I can't get kicked out of my apartment. What's going on? And he didn't really tell me anything. Right after that, like, I noticed he's, like, running in and out. I asked my son this before I knew he was there, too. That's why I'm like, hey, listen, go see what's going on with your friend, or he's got to leave. And it's just going on. Like, he's in and out of my back porch, like, screaming, crying. He's laughing out of nowhere. He's talking to himself. I don't know.
But when you speak to him, he's coherent enough to, like...
He calms down. Like, he completely stops. And he'll try to, like, talk, but it doesn't really make sense, if that makes sense.
And his name's Javon.
Javon, yeah. And my son's in his room. I just try to wake him up to go to school. So, I mean, you guys can handle this. I'll drive him to school afterwards. But...
Hey, Javon, can we speak to you outside? Can we speak to you outside? We kind of just want to check on your welfare, make sure everything's good with you today. Thank you. I'll let you walk. Do you have anything that you want to take with you?
How's it going?
Oh, good.
Okay. So, what's your last name?
My last name?
Yeah.
Do you have ID on you?
Do you drive?
I'm just wondering why y'all came to the door, not on this
So there's a few concerns, I guess, that you've displayed while you've been here, and they want us to come check on you and check on your welfare, make sure you're mentally good and mentally sound. Have you gone to the hospital for any mental health issues or anything before? Are you on any medication of any sort? Have you been diagnosed with anything? Okay. Is this coming out of left field for you?
Yeah, because I'm actually good. Like,
What's your date of birth?
my date of birth?
And you have no ID on you? Nothing to prove you are who you say you are?
I got an ID.
Can I see it?
I was able to put the remote to turn the TV down and there was some mic in the cushions. Yeah.
Oh, I got no ID actually.
It's not in there? Did you have it before? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, that's basically it. They called us because I guess you've been doing things or saying things that's a little bit of concern for them, and they just want to make sure that you're okay. So I had asked you, this is coming out of left field for you. Have you ever been told this before? Yes. You've been told this before?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, have you been told this before by anybody? Like, you're talking to yourself, you're displaying just actions that are a little bit questionable. Nothing's wrong with it, but it just caused a little bit of raising of the eyebrow.
Oh, no. Like, I was just like, because I had something on my mind and I just spoke out loud about it.
Okay.
You know? And I probably did sound a little, like, agitated, but I don't, talk to myself.
So where is home for you? Because I know you're just temporarily staying here for a little bit, but do you have a home to go back to, or are you just currently right now in between places?
In between places?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Where do you stay normally, I guess, is my question. If not here, where do you normally? Okay.
Because right now I am homeless.
Can you do me a favor, just really quick? Can you not put your hands in your pocket? I know that it's normal for you.
Yeah.
It's one of my things. Sorry.
All right, you got it.
So yeah, normally on the street or whatnot. Okay. That's completely fine. How long have you been staying here with them?
Probably like a week.
And
Something like that.
who was it that invited you here? Was it mom or was it
Well, they
son?
both did.
Okay. How do you know?
I'm sorry.
It's natural, we know. it's
I was
natural,
saying it's
but-
to me natural for you.
Because I don't like the cold. My hands be.
I got you. My question was the son. How do you know the son? Her son.
Her son.
Yeah.
Actually, we was at a park. I was sitting at the bench
Uh-huh.
and like we was talking. We
Okay.
heard of like the situation. We got friends that like talk to each other.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like linked up like that. He talked to him. He was like, "Hey man, can you help him out?" And I was like, I ain't even asked him how old he was because he looked older.
Okay.
He looked older than me, kind of. But like, he
Okay.
kind of looked the same age actually. But like,
So y'all didn't really know each other, but y'all struck up good conversation, and that's essentially how he was like, "Hey, you could come stay on the couch." That's essentially how it all happened. All right, makes sense, I guess. Anything on that?
Is it kind of, now that you know his age, do you think it's kind of odd?
I didn't
son
know
is-
he was. She said it
Yeah.
because I don't really like. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. I just thought it may have been kind of odd.
because like he just asked me like, you got somewhere to stay. Actually, somebody else that's older than him told him like, yeah, somebody else that's older than him told him that my situation. We
Okay.
all walked over here,
Okay.
and he asked his mom if I could stay in here. She
Okay.
said, yeah.
So that's also a little bit concerning just because of the age difference.
I got you.
You're
Thank you.
32, right?
32.
So it's a little bit of a weird age difference or whatnot. If he didn't tell you that, that's another story right there, okay?
His ID is confirmed.
Okay, all right. So, Javon, go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me. So you do have a warrant out for your arrest, okay?
561 in custody.
Everyone in custody, 904.
Oh, could I grab something?
Yeah, we'll make sure that you
That
got
bag
everything.
Of, your cards and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it for you.
If
Well, I
you
gotta
got
show
it.
you where it's at.
I saw where you put it down at.
No, it's not just that. It's like
Well, I'll talk with
My
her.
phone.
Okay, where's that at? And I'll make
Actually-
sure that you get everything that's yours. She probably knows what's all yours, so I'll just have her help me get it. So you got a phone in there. You got your bag that had your identification and stuff in there, correct?
Yeah.
What else am I missing? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
All right, let's come over here. I'll just get a quick pat down and then we'll get to the car. Get you situated. Got it, Dan. Just spread your food going on. Appreciate you.
Ma'am? Do you know his belongings? He's in custody. He has a warrant for his arrest.
Oh my god, thank you. I'm sorry, I hate to say it like that, but
No, you're fine. So this is all his, right?
this is all his.
I need to make sure that we don't have anything that he can't go to jail with.
Put this vape in the house.
He doesn't live here. It'll go in the trash.
Okay, well,
Yeah, just put it in here. I'll have her throw it away.
Where's the baby?
Right there. Okay, hold on. I have to go through
Oh,
all his
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I have really bad anxiety, and this whole situation is just like, what is his warrant for?
The burglary.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 32.
Oh, yeah, he's older than me.
He said that he didn't know that you're someone until.
The first legal threshold is warrantless entry into the home. Under Schneckloth versus Bustamante, 1973. Voluntary consent from a person with authority over the premises fully satisfies the Fourth Amendment. The caller was the lawful tenant, and she affirmatively invited officers inside. The subject, as a short-term couch guest, held a significantly diminished expectation of privacy under Minnesota versus Carter, 1998, and therefore had no standing to override the tenant's consent. The second threshold is the nature of the initial contact with the subject. Officers asked him, rather than ordered him, to step outside. Under Florida versus Bostick, 1991, and United States versus Mendenhall, 1980. A consensual encounter becomes a seizure only when a reasonable person would not feel free to terminate the interaction. No weapons were drawn, no physical restraint occurred, and no commands were issued. The Fourth Amendment, at that moment, was not yet implicated, and no suspicion of any kind was required. The third threshold concerns the officer's tactical decision to withhold knowledge of the outstanding warrant until the subject was safely outside. This raised no constitutional concern. The Supreme Court has repeatedly affirmed, most notably in Illinois versus Perkins, 1990. That strategic nondisclosure during pre-arrest investigation does not offend due process, provided no coerced statements are extracted. Officers were under no duty to announce their enforcement posture before securing tactical advantage. The fourth threshold is the arrest itself, under United States v. Watson, 1976. A facially valid arrest warrant functions as categorical probable cause. The executing officer need not independently evaluate the underlying allegations. Dispatch confirmation of the active felony warrant. Standing alone. Authorized the seizure. The reasonableness of the force used is measured under Graham v. Connor, 1989, from the perspective of a reasonable officer at the scene. Here, no force beyond routine handcuffing was applied, and the subject offered no resistance.
Because he said they look about the same age.
All right, we'll get him in the car.
You got
I
it,
got it.
Zucker?
You got a car for me? I'm pulling up.
Hard.
A car.
No, I'll get my car.
She's gonna pull up her car. That way we don't have to walk all the way over there.
Oh, you weren't talking to me.
No, I was talking to her. Yeah. Nothing else hidden on you anywhere? I just want you to catch another charge.
Oh, no.
No, you're good. Okay. You want him on this side?
Yeah.
All right. Watch yourself. I'm gonna put this seatbelt on you.
Yep, no problem. Glad we could get him out of your hair. You need to have a conversation with your son and be like,
That's why, like, last night, he and I had a conversation. Yesterday,
I'm gonna look at this in the car because I'm afraid I'm gonna touch something and I can't. Yeah, all the rest of that is trash.
Okay.
You can't have no vape. Oh, not that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Do you need anything else from me?
No. Do you want him trespassed from the property?
That'd be great.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Hey, she also wants him trespassed from the house.
What was it, a warrant, right?
It was a warrant, a felony warrant for burglary.
Oh, wow. Do you need help searching all that?
No, this I already packed and searched it prior to. So this is already done. I just need to search this. I wasn't going to go digging without gloves. Yeah, you're welcome.
You guys good? You want me to hang out or no?
I'm good. You good? Well, there's a sergeant right there. So we have a couple of cards here that does not belong to Mr. Javon. Did he have a prior last name? Because I have a Javon. Yeah. Okay.
It's a bunch of different names, last names he had, but was listed. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to double check. So these can go. Tell him all of his vapes were thrown in the trash because he can't take them. Yeah. His birth certificate and everything is in there. I guess is on his dad's name, I guess. I'm not for sure.
Did you tell her that he had a warrant and everything? Just so.
No, but I told her when I went in there that he did.
Okay.
So she is very well
I was
aware.
about to say, so,
Yeah.
and her son.
And I said,
her son is here?
we need you need to have a conversation with your son. She just says, we had a conversation last night, and I said, oh, by the way, he has a warrant for his arrest. She goes, can I ask what for? I was like, it's public record for burglary. She goes, oh my God. And I was like, do you want him trespassed? She said, yes. So you need to have a conversation with your son about not bringing home strange people, especially him not knowing that he's 32. Yeah, so when we went inside and brought him outside, when you came out there, she was looking for the remote and there was a knife in the cushions where he was sitting. He's 32, her son, and brought him home from the park thinking that he was 15.
Feels like a sex offender type of thing? Or just a weird?
Just weird. He does have DOC registration papers in his packet, in his paperwork.
He's got like a shifty look, like when I was looking at him.
Oh, I was waiting for him to jump over the second.
That's what I just told her.
I kept walking and I was like going, he keeps looking over, and I'm like.
To come up with an escape. You guys had him boxed in.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I was thinking, man.
That's why I went out
if
first.
The force was here, I put him on the bottom, landing like on the floor.
That's why I walked out before, because she said, let's go outside and talk.
Yeah.
So I just bolted out the door so I could stop him from running off.
This is exactly why we talk about it and read off about the officer's safety. I'm
Yep.
like, if he knows he's got that warrant, he's like, I'm not going to prison. The sky's the limit. That's
So
what he's gonna do.
we didn't let him know that he had a warrant. We're
Yeah.
just like, hey, we just
Right.
got a concerning call about you that, hey, things aren't right. You were talking to yourself. She went the BA route and
Yeah.
he didn't qualify, but he's like, yeah, I struggle with some things.
Right.
So,
How old is he?
32.
He's 32.
Yeah.
He's 32. Her son. They met at the park and said, hey, my friend is homeless. Can he stay on the couch?
Mom was like, cool with that?
Yeah.
Well, that house, you can look at the house and mom's.
I think mom's a single mom.
You got all of his property, right?
Yeah, the 2 bags
And the can.
and the can.
That's not mine.
The can's not yours?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Just watch your step, watch your head going in.
That's the son's.
Is this changed?
Yeah.
I'll drive back over there.
Okay.
Hey, he said that this wasn't his, so I'm assuming this might be your son's. Changing it. It's just changed, like I guess a piggy bank.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The fifth threshold is the search and inventory of the subject's property. 2 doctrines apply in sequence. Chimel versus California, 1969, authorizes a contemporaneous search of the arrestee's person and immediate lunging area for weapons and evidence. Illinois versus Lafayette, 1983, then permits a comprehensive inventory of personal effects prior to booking, without warrant or individualized suspicion. The subsequent discovery of identification cards belonging to third parties falls within the Plainview Doctrine of Horton versus California, 1990, and may support derivative charges for fraudulent possession. The 6th threshold involves the mental health dimension of the encounter. Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act requires reasonable accommodation of individuals with mental illness during law enforcement contact, a principle the Supreme Court left unresolved in City and County of San Francisco versus Sheehan, 2015. The officers here satisfied the prevailing circuit standard by conducting diagnostic questioning, confirming lucidity, and only then pivoting to enforcement. That sequencing preserved both their ADA obligations and the integrity of the subsequent arrest. The final threshold is the trespass warning issued at the tenant's request. Under the common law rule codified across all 50 states, a lawful occupant may unilaterally revoke a guest's license to remain, and officers may, acting as the tenant's agent, formally notify the subject any future return, once such notice is given, constitutes criminal trespass after warning and supplies independent probable cause for rearrest, without the need to relitigate consent. The responding officers receive a grade of A-. Every material decision was anchored in controlling constitutional doctrine, from the consent entry through the inventory search and trespass warning. The minor deduction reflects a relatively thin engagement with the mental health concerns raised by the caller. A more thorough crisis intervention exchange would have further insulated the record under Sheehan. Even though the subject's demonstrated lucidity ultimately made deeper intervention unnecessary, the caller receives a grade of B+. Her in-the-moment conduct was exemplary. She exercised her Fourth Amendment consent authority appropriately, cooperated fully with responding officers, and requested the correct legal remedy in the form of a trespass warning. The deduction reflects the initial household security lapse that allowed an unverified adult, introduced by her minor child, to remain in the residence without identification checks. The subject receives a grade of C. His compliance at the moment of arrest carries genuine legal significance. It preserved any affirmative defenses available to him, and it foreclosed any justification for elevated force under Graham versus Connor. However, Compliance during arrest does not retroactively cure the underlying conduct that generated the felony warrant. Nor does it offset the independent risk created by his presence in a household containing a minor. The first lesson concerns the power of consent doctrine. Lawful tenants possess expansive and often underused authority under the Fourth Amendment to admit officers, exclude visitors, and revoke prior permissions. A single, informed decision by a consenting occupant can lawfully resolve a situation that would otherwise require a warrant, exigency, or probable cause. Tenants who understand this authority are better equipped to protect their own households. The second lesson addresses tactical non-disclosure during pre-arrest encounters. Although the public often perceives withheld information as deceptive, it is both constitutionally permissible and, statistically, the safest approach for every party involved, including the subject himself. Surprise minimizes flight risk, reduces the likelihood of a weapons escalation, and preserves the officer's ability to control the encounter without resorting to force. The third lesson concerns the legal gray zone in which welfare checks operate. These calls sit at the intersection of criminal procedure, disability law, and the community caretaking function. Officers who structure their questioning to serve both diagnostic and investigative purposes simultaneously satisfy their ADA obligations and their enforcement duties without compromising either. That dual-purpose framing is the professional standard. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.